Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Charlotte, for those of you who don't know me. I basically have been on quite a journey over the last few months, and I've learned a lot about leadership and kind of what drives people. I just kind of wanted to talk about my purpose, my why, what drives me, and kind of a cool discovery that I made a couple days ago surrounding all those things. So sort of why I do what I do, why I get so excited when I talk about what I love. And a lot of you probably have no idea what I do. To sum up kind of what I do, I live a very positive, healthy lifestyle. Healthy, like, you know, as much as I can be. I try to surround myself with positivity. I was not that kind of person a couple years ago, and a lot of people probably remember me that way. Now I'm in a way better place and just really try to surround myself with people who aren't necessarily like the happiest people in the world, but just people that want to be positive and try and have a good attitude. People who are willing to allow themselves to be inspired and, I guess, be passionate. So what I do is I help other people find that passion and find that excitement for health and positivity and just generally being the best version of themselves, and also just living in the best body, and not on the outside, but I mean like waking up and just feeling healthy, feeling amazing. That's what true health is to me. It's not the six-pack. I definitely wouldn't say that I have the perfect body or that I've reached my goals, because that's constantly changing. But health to me is definitely waking up in the morning and feeling refreshed and feeling alive. So yeah, I live a healthy lifestyle and I help others try and do the same while still being, you know, human. And then in addition to that, kind of alongside it, I'm able to live a life of freedom, and I'm able to help people do the same, both physically and financially. So yeah, that's what I do. A lot of people, if you ask them why they work at McDonald's, most likely they're going to say it's for the money. I don't know a lot of people that love working part-time jobs at this age. That's really, really common with teenagers, but I would hope that people are gonna grow up and do something that they love doing, and that I could go up and ask any adult I know why they do what they do, and their answer would be that they love it, it makes them happy. But that is really, really not the case, and I find that I talk to a lot of adults and they say that they work because they have to and not because they want to. And that's really sad to me. And we've heard all our lives that, you know, do something you love and don't settle for something that doesn't make you happy. But that's not as easy as it sounds. I'm sure we're all starting to discover that. So for me, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why I do what I do, and also just why I plan to not have to worry about money. And that can sound kind of selfish. I wanted to talk about why. Big motivating factor for me to want to be basically financially free as early as possible is I really want to travel. I really, really want to experience different cultures and see all the beautiful sights that we see all over the internet and never really expect to see in real life. Travel is such a crazy idea to us, I think, because in the back of our minds think that, yeah, it would be amazing, but you have to, one, be able to afford to travel, save up and afford the hotels and the flights, and two, you have to be able to afford the time off. The time off work, the time away from home. You could have all the money in the world, but if you're still tied down to a job, a traditional job, you know, that makes it even harder. There's multiple factors you have to consider. So for me, being financially free and not having a 9-to-5 job that I struggle to get away from, not working for someone else but working for myself, that's a huge part of it. Really, really exciting to me, and I always think about it. I always go back to it. I actually have my vision board right here in the corner there. You'll see all the places I want to go. There's a lot more than that, but I just get so excited thinking about seeing all these different amazing places. That's one of my whys. The second, a lot of us don't think this far ahead, and I'm probably like crazy, but one day, about like 10 years, I want to be able to stay home with my kids. I have 4 nieces and 3 nephews, and I love them all to death. I take care of them, and I love kids so much. I definitely know I want to be a mother, and I want to be able to stay home and not have to worry about feeling guilty, having to leave them basically all day to go to work. I know there's a lot of working moms out there, and I really feel for them, because this is something that at the age of 17, I already consider to be so, so important to me. Yeah, that's another really driving factor for me is to be able to have a family and not have to be away from them. So another reason I really want to be not necessarily making all the money in the world, but just to have the option to be there, to see the world and to be there with my family. Those two things are huge for me and are really important and are something that I want to have a plan in place to be able to get myself there. Because everyone can say, oh yeah, that's kind of a goal of mine, but for me it's something that really drives me. These aren't what ifs for me. Dreaming of traveling and seeing all these places on my vision board, dreaming of being home with my kids one day, these are not fantasies for me. This is something where I really believe it can happen. So those are obviously two big motivators for me. Whenever anyone asks me, why do you do what you do? Why do you want to live this life? And probably they just expect me to be like, oh, I want 5 cars and the biggest house. But there's another thing that I just kind of discovered the other day, because as much as I try to live a very positive life, I'm always in a good mood and try and always put a smile on my face and live life to its fullest. I still have kind of off days. Got a bit of a cold right now and I'm kind of getting over that. You know, there's days where I don't get enough sleep and I'm tired, and I feel like I handle that really well. But the other day I was not feeling my greatest and I had plans to go out for coffee with someone and I almost canceled, and I love this person so much and I'm so glad I didn't cancel, but I just really wasn't feeling that great. But I went anyways, and as soon as I got there, I was just in such a great mood because I love this person to death and I don't see them very much at all. I haven't seen them in a very long time. So just getting to talk to them and everything just put me in the greatest mood. But that's not all. I ended up talking to this person about health, about freedom. It came out of nowhere. I didn't really expect to have this conversation, but this person was very curious and I could just tell something seemed to be kind of missing for them and that they sort of knew in the back of their mind, you know, this could be an answer. So I won't go on about this forever, but we ended up talking for hours about this. I just discovered that another reason, a huge reason, which I don't know why I don't think about this much, I do what I do, is because I watched this person sit across the table from me and I watched them light up. That's the word I would use, is just to see that excitement and light in people's eyes. Just seeing something change in them in about 2 seconds is the craziest thing in the world. And when they were leaving, I was in the best mood ever. Your attitude really can affect how you feel, because as crappy as I was kind of feeling before, and I don't think my cold magically went away in that short amount of time. So by the end of the night, I just felt incredible, and saying goodbye to this person, I literally had butterflies in my stomach, like the biggest heart. So excited for this person and so passionate about what I had been sharing with them. That's really, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. So to be able to light someone up like that, oh my goodness, it's as exciting to me now as traveling and staying home with my family. The fact that I have the ability to share something with someone and show them an opportunity and watch them light up and look as crazy as I do right now, because I'm just so excited about everything, and to watch them find that excitement and find that passion about something in just moments it's insane to me, and I couldn't stop talking about it. My boyfriend came over after and I couldn't shut up. So that is definitely another big part of my why, my purpose, what drives me, what is the real reason I do what I do. And I get excited about it every single morning, and why I try and live a mainly being the keyword, mainly healthy lifestyle. And just loving on everyone and just sharing this positivity. You never know just how far that's gonna go. So it's really cool that I've been able to see people actually feel that they're changed by my words or my excitement or just my smile and the opportunity that I share with them in terms of health and freedom. So it's just, I'm very lucky. So this is kind of a major gratitude video. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you sort of found it interesting in some way or another. I'd love to hear about sort of what drives you and your passions, and what are you doing right now? What do you plan to do in the future? If you're working a part-time job right now and you're not loving that, What are you excited about doing for a living that will bring you happiness and fulfillment? And I ramble too much. Like, just talk to me. I obviously will have no problem responding because I talk too much as it is. I will never get enough of talking about anything positive because I feel like there's way too much negativity in the world.